Paul, you were deeply frustrated Tuesday night. How long does it take you to get that out of your system, as it were?
I'm still probably a little bit frustrated by it and a little bit angry, but we got another game Saturday. I think the past two away games, second half against St Albans, I think, is as good as we've played all season. And if we'd won that game 4-5-1, no one would have batted an eyelid. But what it does is it puts pressure on the next game. Slough, I think they've lost 2 out of 40 home games, so we always knew it was going to be a tough game. I thought first half we were excellent. I thought without being mind-blowingly brilliant, I thought we were very solid, well drilled. We got our goal. We looked a really good team. Second half it changed a little bit, and obviously, listen, at 1-1 in the 70th minute, I probably would take a point. But when you're 2-1 up with 50 seconds to play, it feels like you've lost the game. So, of course, it's frustrating. The boys were frustrated. It was a frustrated, angry changing room. It's not a bad thing.
You talked after the game about looking to bring in 1 or 2 replacements, reinforcements, that sort of thing. I believe you've got some good news today, is that right?
Yeah, we've managed to get Ilsa Manny over the line from Derby, who's out and out centre forward. Gives us pace that gives us something different as in the centre forwards that we've got. He's powerful, so looking forward to getting to work with Manny. Hopefully, he does very well.
It sounded like you might have picked up 1 or 2 knocks on Tuesday. Any further news on that as of yet?
Yeah, I think Jordan, Dyer, Oscar, and Jay are massive doubts for Saturday. So, look, it's we've been fortunate with injuries so far. What I would say is that the away trip to St Albans, then straight back on the road again to Slough, going from grass to AstroTurf, things like this, and I think they're just fatigue injuries that have, and they tweaked. 2 of them have tweaked a thigh, and 1's tweaked a hamstring. So I'd say highly, highly doubtful for Saturday, probably Tuesday as well.
You're in the midst, I think, of 4 games out of 5 away from home. How important does that make this one on Saturday here at Plainmoor?
Well, it does. I think you're quite right. We love playing at home. The fans are immense. Completely different proposition when you're playing at home to away. And we are looking forward to it. The game can't come quick enough for us, really. I think it's really important to stress. We're unbeaten in the league since the 26th of October. Takes some doing, by the way. And we're picking up points. And we've obviously got a very, very good home record. So, and a huge part of that is the fans. It's a huge part of it. The game can't come quick enough because, as you quite rightly said, and I've just said, we're frustrated from Tuesday night. So, we want a game. We want to play.
Yeah, we went up last season. I understand you're actually averaging more at home than they are at Hewish Park, which is an amazing achievement, really.
Probably not as much away from home, though. But what I will say on that, though, that I've heard a few grumblings about that home record, and I got to say, I think it's very, very. I think they're silly comments. I think we played 13 games away from home with 1-5, drawn 3. 1-5, drawn 5, lost 3. We're evolving all the time. We're young and we're learning. We showed naivety in the last 50 seconds on Tuesday night, absolutely. But we're getting better. Sometimes in life and in football, you have to learn the hard way. And 2 or 3 boys who are, in my opinion, accountable for the goal on Tuesday night will learn, and they won't do it again. So, it's our away form is not quite as good as I would like it to be, but it's also not quite as bad as some people think.
Yeah. But I was referring to the attendances, the fact that you're averaging more than Yeovil are at home.
Attendances? Sorry, I thought you were talking about points.
No, I don't know what Yeovil are doing points-wise.
No, nor do I.
They went up last season as champions and higher division. And
no, our fans are phenomenal, and you run out of. You run out of words of gratitude for them, and all I can say is, I think they appreciate how hard we work. I think they appreciate we're learning. I think they appreciate that we're a brand new team. It takes a long time to build a football team. It takes a long time. It doesn't happen in 6 months. I think personally, I think we're exceeding expectation at the moment, and our very, very good home form is a huge part of that is the fans. A huge part of that.
Hampton on Saturday, and they're there or thereabouts, aren't they? What are you expecting from them?
They're having a great season. Alan Julian, the manager's doing a great job there. They've got they play a certain way, and they've got their beliefs and they stick to it. So up there was a very tough game. We managed to come out the right side of a 1-0 victory. So it's going to be a hard game. Especially with the injuries we've got as well. So, but it's a game we're looking forward to, and it can't come quick enough for us, to be honest. We want to play. We want to get Tuesday night out of our system. Cheers, thank you.
Those injuries you've got, you said in your post-match interview that they're 3 important players, likely to be missing for Saturday, possibly Tuesday. It tests the boundaries of your squad, doesn't it? You have to bring 3 players in positions that you wouldn't have wanted to change, probably. Yeah,
it does. Jay's has probably come. He's obviously been out for 4 weeks previous to the St Albans game, and he didn't train a great deal before the St Albans game. I think his is just fatigue. Maybe that's my fault playing him again on Tuesday night. So that's Jay. Jay's isn't crazy serious. Oscar, I think has been in a real good run of form. I think you've seen the player that he was when I coached him before. He's coming into that. Again, it's not a serious injury. It's just something that's going to rule him out in the immediate short term. And Jordan Dyer, as we all know, he's been fantastic this year. Again, we've been very lucky with injury, very lucky. And if we'd had 1 against St Albans, 1 against Welling, and 1 against Slough, you'd be like, that's par for the course. But you get 3 in one game, it feels like a huge hit. It is what it is. We've got good players to come in as well, and it's a chance for those players to go and show me what they can do and show the fans what they can do. So it's a great opportunity for the players coming in.
Talking about opportunities, Manny will come in as part of the squad, certainly on Saturday. Tell us a little bit more about him. Have you had an eye on him for a while?
He's not a player I knew about in pre-season, but he's come to our attention over the past 5-6 weeks. Watched him a few times. He's completely different to what we've got. He takes the pressure off of Cody as well. Cody can't play every minute of every game. It's physically not possible. And as I'm sure you'll all agree, Cody goes through. He's having a war every time he plays with the centre halves. And you just can't keep doing it all the time. I need someone to take the load off him. Manny's a physical boy, strong. He's quick as well, running behind. He's had a really good goal scoring return for Derby under 21s this year, and we're looking forward to seeing him play. And I tell you what, he's young and he's hungry, and he wants to do well, which is also always sits right with me.
And I had one little curio on penalty on Saturday, which Jordan took and Cody didn't.
Yeah.
Was that a decision that came from the bench, or was it on the pitch? Does it add to your stress, or?
It wasn't a decision from the bench. I knew nothing about it. If Jordan had missed, I would have found out why. I haven't asked them since it went in. I think I took penalties myself. I think it's for whatever reason, Cody didn't want it and Youngie took it, and it's about being confident in that second, So I don't know. I don't need to know because it went in. So, but if he had missed, there would have been a few problems.
Could you see a situation where the new lad, Ilasami, and Cody could play up front together?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
They're not there, so that they could complement each other as well as.
I think it takes time to become a target man, Dave. Cody's got that experience of Cody's 32 now. He's been around the block. He knows what to do. Although Manny's got that physicality, I think it takes time to learn how to use your body and to pin players, and aerially it's a dying art, isn't it, in centre forwards now. But like I said, Manny's got good pace. He's strong. He's a strong runner. He's hungry and he really wants to do well. So they could definitely play together.
And will he have had a chance to train with you before?
Yeah, he'll train. Yeah, he's today and tomorrow.
Okay, so today will be the first time he's had a chance to.
Yeah, he came down yesterday. Yeah.
And is Jordan's injury? I mean, obviously he was out with a hamstring. Was it one of those on Tuesday? Sorry,
it's the other hamstring.
Right. Well, that's almost the question answered. But
yeah.
Was it one where I'm feeling it a bit, and it was almost come off straight away?
Yeah.
In other words, is the optimistic thing that it's not a tear, it's a pull? Rather.
I think with all three of them, Dave, I think we hopefully have just caught them in time. Yeah.
I was at both the away games, and as you say, neither performance was terrible. Could easily have won both games. But the common thread seems to be like not creating and taking loads of chances when we're on top, and obviously conceding goals due to errors. Really.
Yeah.
Which of those two things would worry you more? Not scoring or conceding too many?
I'm not overly concerned about both, Clive, to be honest. I think the St Albans game, I thought we created umpteen chances in the second half. You obviously disagree, but we
didn't take any, did we?
No, we created though. You said about creating. We created. We didn't take them, quite right. Second and third goal would have been nice, wouldn't it? And as for the goals conceded, individual error, I say all the time, individual error will always be a part of football, and it won't always last. Some games you'll get away with that error. Some games you don't. I can't coach and manage individual error. You know, it's human nature. I'm not. I think I would say 85% of this season we've been defensively sound. You get caught out sometimes, mate. Sometimes you get caught out, and sometimes it's a glaring mistake, and everyone in the ground knows it. You know, it's. I think we're in a good place. I think we're level on points with a team whose budget is frightening. We're unbeaten since the 26th of October. We do a lot right. We also do a lot wrong. We're a work in progress. It takes, as I alluded to just then, it takes time to build a team. It takes time. Our team has evolved a hell of a lot from the start of the season. You got to be patient for the right players, as in Jordan Thomas, Jordan Young, Dylan Morgan. You got to be patient. Players go in and out of form. I'm not overly concerned with either of those, to be honest. Of course, I would love every game to be a clean sheet, and I would love us to go and get the set. I think Tuesday night there was a chance first half for us to put the foot down and go and get the second and the third goal, definitely. Are we ready to be that team yet? I'm not sure.
Okay. The substitution second half, Cody came off, Ed Palmer went on. Can you talk us through that one?
Yeah, well, Ed went on because we changed shape, went to 5 at the back, and Cody came off because I didn't feel like we were getting in behind Slough at all, and I thought Jordan Young and Omar Musa caused them all sorts of problems. That was my thinking behind that.
I know we've talked in recent weeks about being top of the table and how significant or insignificant it is. The fact that we aren't top, is that? Do you think of any? Does the dynamic change it? Are you actually quite relieved that we're not top of the table, or do you think the fans should be relieved, or
no?
Whatever. It doesn't occupy your thoughts a huge amount, presumably.
Not with 19 games to go.
No.
And not it. You know, it's. I mean, we're second. It's awfully tight at the top, isn't it? You know, it's in most leagues all across the world now. It's kind of starting to open up a bit. It's not at all. No. So
and Boreham Wood are the 9th team, I think, is correct to have topped the table this season.
That's a crazy stat, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, it's no, I'm not. I'm genuinely not concerned. I mean, that league table will change again on Saturday. It's stay calm. I wouldn't get too caught up in any emotion yet. We're not with 19 games to go.
You've got that little keep calm and carry on thing on your wall on.
I haven't got it on my wall, but,
no, but
it's yes, I don't think it's a bad. I don't think it's a bad quote to live. Just keep your head down and keep working hard, and you know we're doing all right. We're doing all right.
Just a little bit of light from Tuesday night. Dean Moxey scoring a goal. I mean, it would have been perfect if.
Would have been, yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Great to see him get on the score sheet. I mean, I haven't looked at the stats, but he's probably been on the score sheet for the last 20 years, hasn't he? So.
I would have thought so, yeah. Yeah, it's great.
Once a season, you mean?
Yeah, popping out with 1 or 2 seasons. Yeah.
No, it was great, Rich. You're quite right.
It's a shame.
It was a shame. No, it was
out.
a shame. Listen, it was a shame, and you know the goal we conceded was as bad a goal as a football team could ever concede. Can't be any more honest and genuine than that. So hopefully we learn from it. You know, but you're quite right. It was a shame. It was a shame.
You've won in this week. Do you think that'll be it for a little while, or is there a possibility of any more on the horizon?
I'm very hopeful of another one soon. Yeah.
Which department? What position? What can you not tell us at this stage?
We need a cleaner. No, listen, we're always looking. I mean, it's we've got a few offers out at the moment in different departments. You know, we obviously needed to address the centre forward situation. Manny's an out and out centre forward. It's the worst part is waiting for the confirmation from the club to say yes or no. You know, so we're in the last.
Is it 1 month, by the way, initially, or?
Manny's is 28 days. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there much negotiation to get a lad like him down on loan? What are the processes that you have to go through? With
just speaking to his parent club, which is obviously Derby County, and just trying to get the deal done. It is as simple as that, really. You know, and it's financially, it's either a yes or a no from us. We obviously, you register an interest in the player. You could register an interest in any player if they come back and say they want 10 grand a week. You're not going to do it either. So it's got to, you know, it's you register the interest, and then if he's available for loan or not, and then try and thrash a deal out. It was very easy with Derby, very quick. They want him. He's been out before. He's been out to Scarborough and Spennymoor in the National League North. So last season, so he knows the physicalities and he knows the level. So no, I'm looking forward to working with him.